What up, everybody? This is our first ever third show ever. How's everybody doing? Z, what's going on today?
Oh, they're doing terrible. They're listening to an unacclaimed podcast that's going to soon take the world by storm, but they're doing terrible. I'm doing great, though. Our audience doing bad,
That
me
makes
doing
one
great.
of us.
Yeah, you sound like total garbage, but that's okay. It's not like you have a
Feel that way,
podcast to record.
sound that way. Good thing we don't have the cameras on because I look that way.
I'm shirtless right now because I had to turn my fan off so that like the mic wouldn't or the fan wouldn't pick up more than us. So I'm
Wait, what's the real reason? You trying to hold that electric bill down?
trying to hold that electric bill down. And no, it's
Get some
just.
sponsors real soon.
I know we need sponsors. I'm worried about my family's electric bill. Yeah, like no, it's the fan's loud. It's like ruh, 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 ruh. And so we can't have ruh, 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 while your dog's eating in the background and we're raspy. Because
Maybe we could get that company, Big Ass Fan, to be a sponsor.
there's a company called Big Ass Fan.
Yeah, you know what they make?
Big fans.
Big Ass Fans.
Are they fans of big asses? Also,
I would assume they are not.
I am. I want a shelf for my health. You know what I'm talking about?
I think they're actually very much opposed to big asses.
I mean, because, like, do you ever, like, just think, like, you know what? I could really go for something like XYZ right now. And you just picturing just, like a big sponsor is what I could go for. A shelf for your health. Something you can rest a drink on, something good. Rest like we could have a beverage sponsor, and you can have a big ass fan and a fan of a big ass, and just kind of.
Clearly, the people at Big Ass Fan don't like it to be hot in here, so they don't like a big ass.
So did you stay? I mean, you're not feeling your best, and you said you're looking like garbage, which I find hard to believe. You're a handsome man. What do you feel like? Did you feel delirious if you stayed up to watch that end of the Lakers Nuggets game 5?
So, full confession, I did not stay up to watch it.
Well, you were sick. It's okay.
Yeah, and I caught the replays of the highlights this morning.
Yeah. And
I went down to the NFL draft over the weekend here in lovely Detroit.
Did
Michigan.
you get sick at the draft?
Somebody who's not so lovely may have given me something. Because, yeah, I am poopy today.
Did you have a draft transmitted disease? DTD?
I definitely have a DTD.
You have a DDTD, Detroit Draft Transmitted Disease.
And I'll tell you, this was not my number one pick.
You got did you get you found a Penix that you didn't intend to draft? You're like, uh-oh.
We will definitely discuss that pick because I am still confused.
I'm very confused.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. So yeah, Jamal Murray. That's his first name, right? He's amazing. We run a sports show, and I'm like, I think this is the Jamal Murray I remember, but he had 2 game winners in a 5-game series against LeBron and AD and some guys, and it was awesome. And this time, game 5, like game 2, it was like, holy shit, he hit it. This time I was like, oh, he's got it. I believe Austin Reeves was on him, but it almost didn't matter who was on him. Like, he was just going to score. And they had a pick and roll situation, and you're like, why are you even guarding anyone else?
Well, Jokic definitely set a real nice screen, kind of faked out Reeves. Nikola, that's his first name, right?
Nikola Jokic, yeah. Yeah. MVP is his first name.
Yeah, but no, that was killer instinct right there from Murray.
I don't know if you've ever, played enough ball, like, as a teen and, like, growing up and stuff, but, like, hitting a shot like that, it's just all, like, it isn't fluky. It's all angles. It's all in your head. It's all, like, he's a goddamn geometric savant, because I was like, he knew he could get to that spot, and he knew he'd probably practice this. He hit a driveway shot. He hit 2 driveway shots in the same goddamn series. I used to pretend I was Michael Jordan in the driveway, and I had to because my neighbor was like 4 to 6 inches taller than me at least. And so I would be like hitting like floaters over him and stuff. And once in a while I'd beat him, and sometimes he beat me, and sometimes we'd just fight each other. It felt like a driveway series, and only LA.
We know whose driveway it was.
LA did not have any
drive.
drive.
Win on somebody else's driveway, and they could never win on yours.
LA just didn't have any driveway players. I'll say that. None on their roster. Because LeBron does, at this point, a 39-year-old LeBron doesn't count as a driveway player, even though he's plenty willing to do what it takes. And like there was a drive he had made in the game where he just took on like I think 3 or 4 guys. It was just all hands, all arms just flailing and missing, and like him just taking it to the rack. And you're like, if he could still do that, why on earth could he not construct a roster that could potentially support him playing less minutes but doing that more? Like that's what I think this LeBron era minus the bubble season with Caruso and stuff and Caldwell Pope, like why couldn't there have been more to this? It's just I'm just fascinated by it. I mean, it still took like 2 game winners to edge them out in 5. It felt like a 6-game series, to be honest.
I mean, I read the stats earlier. The Lakers had the lead for something like 75% of the total playing time in this series.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Well, the absurd thing is like another absurd thing. That is absurd.
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
What?
Listen, you keep it close and you win in the fourth quarter. It's just having that instinct, that grit to you. There's some soft players on the Lakers. They can't get it done in clutch time.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Reeves though. I'm not blaming Reeves.
I don't like calling people out, but Anthony Davis, he shrunk in these fourth quarters.
I'm trying to remember which game and specifically it might have been not his best in the fourth, but this one he like basically almost tore his shoulder, so he was kind of limited. But it's like, okay,
did he get a boo boo?
He got a boo. It was like a primetime boo boo, man. PTBB, man. He had a PTBB on his shoulder, and it's like, but no one made excuses.
That pain.
What's that?
Was he injured or could he have played?
He still played. It's just like there was, much like Embiid, although Embiid's a better player, I think, than Davis at this point. But both of them aren't going to be they can't do everything. Even with LeBron helping him, like you're not playing a typical team. You're playing a unicorn or whatever they call it. He's not a unicorn because he's all horns, man. Jokic isn't some one horn guy prancing around, man. He's like, he's the whatever a stallion is in unicorn land. Like he's that. He's got a big old unicorn sting, and it's not his. It ain't on his noggin. So.
I think the stallion is the big man on campus.
He's a unicorn stallion. He's Serbian stallion corn. That's what he is. But like. I don't know. It was just I think of all the series that I've been watching, and I've been watching or tracking all of them except the Magic and Cavs series has been more on NBA TV, which I don't have the channel. Help us sponsors so we can watch and learn first names and all sorts of things. Big ass fan coming at you. Maybe one of those beverages we can put on the shelf as well. That would be nice. We're open for business. We'll take Saudi money. It's fine. All
right. I believe we have some other business to attend to, though.
Yes.
Is that right, Zmi?
Yes.
So what's the name of this show?
Dollar Bets.
And I believe we made some dollar bets
yes.
the other day.
Yes.
Last episode.
So
let's do a quick.
You recap the bets because I accidentally paid you early for one.
Hold on. Let me paint the picture to all of
Okay.
So, the last episode we did, we recorded that during Game 2 of the Lakers-Nuggets series.
Correct.
And it was halftime of that game when we were wrapping up our show. The Lakers were up 15 points.
They were.
And I asked Z, is Denver coming back? And
I said no.
What did you say?
I said no, but...
What did I say?
You said yes.
Did I win the bet?
You won the bet, and I sent you the dollar, and you were mad because you're like, we didn't do it on air. I was like, Technically,
that's
you're
right.
correct.
You did. You ruined my fun.
I did kill your fun.
Yeah, because now I got to pay a couple things back to you.
You got to pay. Yeah, though. So that was you for some reason.
I gave you a real easy one.
You gave me 3 softballs. One turned out to be a softball that wasn't. Didn't seem like one, but I thought was. And that one hasn't been completed yet, but could be later tonight.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, the easy one was they were both easy. The Bears trading the number 1 pick. You said the Bears would trade the number 1 pick, and despite I've been hurt. We'll get to that later. I was nervous about this pick, even though the guy Williams seems like he has all the tools. It's just like, yeah, I've seen that before. Oh, I just got $1 for that.
Yep,
this came through.
The first one.
The Bears. So I won the bet because the Bears, in fact, did not do something crazy and trade that pick. They took Williams, and he has their first name. It's Caleb.
And you'll learn it at some point.
I'll learn his first name. And then the next bet was Timberwolves versus Suns for the series.
Yep. And
why did you take the Suns?
Absolutely shocked. I'm not so shocked that Minnesota won so much as they swept. Like, Phoenix wasn't good for one game.
No, they really weren't. So I got that just coming at me for the Wolves.
All right. And then the other dollar that I'm gonna have to owe you soon, which I kind of want to protest, is the results of the Milwaukee-Indiana series. I've got Bucks, you got Pacers, but holy hell, injuries in the NBA playoffs right now. Like, Giannis hasn't played a single game. Lillard is probably going to miss his second straight game.
Correct.
They play game 5 tomorrow.
But you knew that Giannis wasn't going to play the whole series, right?
I thought he would come back, maybe miss a game or two.
I thought he was going to be off for the whole series.
He was going to be on the shelf.
Yeah.
Like this is upsetting. I mean, it's a pandemic in the NBA right now with injuries. Who's all out? I'm just going down ESPN.com's headlines right now. Porzingis is going to be out for the next few games. Kawhi is about to miss a third game in this series.
That's an asterisk, though, man.
Missing the shoot around.
Kawhi.
Nice game. Bogdanovich on the Knicks out for the season.
Yeah.
Miami's been playing without Butler, and now Jaquez is going to be
Jaquez.
Even the Wolves head coach is about to have knee surgery.
Yeah, even a coach is getting hurt.
Like, nobody's safe.
Yeah, do you remember when he's at Tulane now, but I think his coach is Ron Hunter. He was at IUPUI, and they made the tournament, and he got, or maybe it was at Georgia State. Yeah, it was at Georgia State, because he went from IUPUI to Georgia State. And his son hit a buzzer beater to beat Baylor. And then he went like ape shit, and celebrate, and then he hurt his leg, he tore his ACL, and it was like the next game he had the cart.
Yeah, I remember that. That was Georgia Southern. What did they do? Did they
Georgia
go
State.
16 or Elite Eight? They were a pretty good Cinderella story.
They were the 14 seed, and they just beat number 3 seeded Baylor that year.
It was the same tournament that Florida Gulf Coast went crazy.
No, that was 2 years after. It was 2015 one of the last times MSU made the Final Four. And that was 2015 tournament. I remember that. It was the first day. It was Thursday, I think.
I have a little plug for our Spartans there.
Plug MSU. We are not plugging, unless he wants to join the show, Matt Ishbia's ownership so far of the Suns. There were some rumors that there's some dissent amongst the ranks. I actually had this conversation with my writing partner a little earlier. It was like, is this short run a good thing that for the team value and an ultimate future, like going forward, is like at least we're willing to make moves. We're trying to get big names here in Phoenix, et cetera, but like anyone could have seen that this wasn't going to work. Bringing Beal in, especially with Durant, it could have gone either way, because yes, I think he's got 2 rings, right, with the Warriors.
Durant, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's not a great player, all-timer. And so, but the problem is he plays a remarkably similar position than both of those guys, Booker and Beal. I mean, I don't understand.
I'm actually kind of glad that you brought this want to actually have a conversation, and maybe you and I can have some agreements and
Yeah.
come to somewhat of a consensus.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the phone probably a couple weeks ago, but let's see if we can figure out who the top 10 players are in the NBA right now.
Currently, okay.
So,
Jokic.
I'm gonna give this to you in groups.
Okay.
All right, and you're going to say yes or no if you want to put them in the top 10. All right, so we're going to go with the old guard of LeBron, Curry, Durant. Who is still top 10?
LeBron and Curry.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I got to drop Durant down. The next big three of Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. All three?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we might have to edit this, like, not this show. If I don't edit anything. I don't do technology, so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'd say all three, especially Jokic. I mean, and Giannis is like, I mean, he won a title pretty recently. He is fantastic. So yeah, all three of them. And Embiid, the way he can draw fouls, he shoots well. He's crafty. He's just a force. However, it's the playoffs that has been his, like, you know, his Achilles heel or whatever. Hopefully, knock on wood, nothing happens with his Achilles heel as well. I mean, he gets a lot of injuries. But yeah, he's in there. I know he won the MVP last year, but he'd be in I guess lower section of that group, because individual playoff performances to me kind of like elevate or downgrade a player's supreme awesomeness. All these guys are awesome. Durant is still awesome. It's just supreme awesomeness is what we're trying to cap here, right? Okay, right. So that's 5 guys, right?
That's 5.
Okay.
All right, let me give you the next 3. Doncic, Tatum, Harden.
Yes, no.
Which one was the first? Who was the yes?
Luka, for sure. He's great.
Luka. Okay, so no Tatum, no Harden.
Definitely no Harden. Again,
yeah. I'm tempted to put Tatum in, but we're at 6.
Fantastic scorer. Like, Harden has been a great scorer. So him and Embiid have this in common from what I've seen. It's like Harden's ability to utilize the rules of the game as they are, somewhat loose, and do that kind of like partial carry kind of dribble, the carry through kind of like weave your elbow or your forearm, kind of like you're turning a weave in the 1760s, you know, like, and then when you reach out, you get hand in the cookie jar, you get slapped, it's a foul, you get 12 points a game doing that. Okay, by the rules of the game, hey, might as well do it. And then it becomes an issue. You don't want to foul him, so you might, like, he might be able to get by you the next time, or he might get a step. He might have some space because you're worried about that. And so there's layers to his game, but I'm still saying he's old. He's on the older side now, and the defense, for me, if like you have to be such a like ridiculous offensive player to rank on this list if your defense isn't one of your strengths. So I would say Luka qualifies. His defense is getting better, I think, right? Like, especially with that bulk on him. Jeez. And yeah, Tatum's on. I'm gonna say he's probably on the bubble on that ranking. Yeah. Go ahead. What's is that 6, right?
I'm gonna start coming at you one at a time. Kawhi Leonard.
No.
No.
Not healthy enough.
Edwards.
Not healthy. Kawhi he's never healthy enough. But like he's going to the Hall of Fame though. Like, he's got 2 rings. He made the finals another time.
2 different teams.
Yeah, 2 different teams. One of Toronto, he was their team. Like, he was their team. Those other guys, again, if you're an NBA player, like, you're probably freaking amazing at a thing that I spent my childhood dreaming about. I knew I wasn't an NBA guy or anything, but it's like, you still dream. You know, you're like, oh my God, I got to hit this winning shot over my neighbor who's going to get expelled from school someday, but I don't know that yet. I got to hang out with this guy now and I got to beat him. You know? But yeah, like, so it's we're not trashing any players here. We try not to do that. But yeah, Kawhi's, he's definitely a what if as far as like all-timers because of the health issue, right? It's just a thing. I would say Anthony Edwards. Oh yeah. Anthony Edwards is top 5 right now. The way he's going, he's trending up. He's trending up.
Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I think you said that correctly. He has a first name. It's Shea Gilgeous. Or his first name is Shea, and it's Gilgeous Alexander is his last name. SGA. I mean, it's like, he's... Alright, I'll say, he is so good and so smooth that I feel like I shouldn't get to call him SGA.
He deserves to have his whole name said.
Sir Shea Gilgeous Alexander. SSGA for me. Sir Shea Gilgeous. Gilgeous. He's great. He's top 5, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Have you seen him? Oh my God.
Another name to throw out is Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see if we can recap. We got Curry, LeBron. We got Jokic, Embiid, Antetokounmpo 5, Doncic 6, Gilgeous Alexander 7, Anthony Edwards, right?
Yeah.
8, Brunson 9, and who was 10? Tatum? Who am I leaving out?
Oh, you're leaving out some players. Let's go live for teams there. But yeah, I would put Brunson at 9. I mean, what's that?
Do you want to throw somebody's name out?
Yeah. I'm trying to think within the playoffs. I mean, is there anyone that did not make the playoffs that... I mean, I don't think...
Jimmy Butler. That's because I know that's your boy.
I love Jimmy Butler, dude. I love him. I'd put him above Tatum just for what he's accomplished. You know?
Okay.
Like, they've both made the finals. Tatum made it once, I believe, right? And Butler made it twice. Once as an 8 seed. Directly getting past Tatum's team. And Butler, Adebayo's really good. But he didn't have, like... I mean, he doesn't qualify as, like, a backcourt running mate like Jaylen Brown is, where he is, like, another guy that's getting to the rim or getting buckets and freeing you up a bit. I think they're both, like, they're having a little dance, a violent dance to try to get that 10, make sure they're in that top 10 of the right now players. This is a tough one because, okay, like, John Morant's hurt, right? And John Morant had some personal issues that sidelined him for...
I forgot about Morant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, some sideline issues, we'll say. And so, okay, like, if there's a personal issue that takes you away and you get hurt, like, does a personal issue... Does that matter more to you than an injury? Given they say you missed 50 games for each thing, which is more of a problem? I still think it's the injury.
I think in the context of this conversation of who today, if we cross-section the entire league today, put however number of hundreds of players onto a court, who are the top 10, I would say that probably an injury would be more detracting from that conversation than personal issues, but there is also the mental aspect of it, like how far removed from being a competitor is he because of whatever he's doing.
Right. It's demons. It's certainly demons. I would say, yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, he's definitely, like, in that area where it's like, at worst, he's on the bubble for in the next 5 to 10 group where you're just like, yeah, he's really good, dude. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, he's great. Nobody for Portland. Nobody for the Jazz. The Yaz. Nobody for... I mean, Wembanyama is, like... We'll be criticized in, like, 6 months for not having him right now. Like, that's how good he is. It's like, we're splitting hairs.
Yeah, but he was also on, like, the 3rd worst record. You know, he'll be on this list soon enough.
Probably next year. Yeah.
I put LeBron on this list when he was a rookie. He didn't make the playoffs until I think his 3rd year. Yeah, third or fourth year. Pretty sure it was his 3rd, but yeah.
Yeah, it was 2007, right? Or did they make it in 2006?
Let's see, he was drafted in 2003, right?
They beat the Pistons in 2007 in the Eastern Finals.
So the 2006 playoffs, yeah.
Okay. So they lost that, and then they won the next year. Got pretty far.
Yeah, 2007 was when they lost to the Spurs
so
in the finals.
is this really a top 9 scenario? Because I'm trying to, we got to solve this, though. We must solve this. How good is...
You've got to put Tatum, then, the best player on the team with the best record.
No, they're stacked. They're stacked.
They're stacked.
I think they have everything, but well, right now Porzingis is hurt, so that maybe they don't have everything, but they have everything but a coach that is experienced in the playoffs in a positive light. Because we try not to like, unless you've gone down this road where you know that someone isn't gonna get it done consistently. I think, like Doc Rivers, for example, it's like one title, yes, but multiple collapses with a 3-1 lead. He's not out there dribbling, but at some point you become a factor in it, right? Like look at Darvin Ham and the Lakers, like people are already criticizing, calling for his head, and it's like, okay, yes, but like you're playing against Jokic, like what are you supposed to do? I know you didn't see the play because of your disease, but but it was like a pick and roll. That's gonna come. After he hit that shot in game 2, that they're gonna try to score with Murray, and maybe late clock if you can isolate Jokic in the post where he could draw a foul or do something crafty, like that's gonna happen. Why is anyone else guarding anyone else? Like really guarding them. Porter can hit a catch and shoot, so maybe you shade a guy towards Porter, but it's like, what do you? In this case, I would criticize the coaching staff, but again, it's like it's the last play of the game, and it's twice, and the first time it's like there was such an awesome shot. I mean, come on, like give the guy some credit for making the shot too, at least one of the times. But I mean, you ever hear that Rick Pitino's famous rant when he was coaching the Celtics?
What was this one about?
He was like, Larry Bird is not walking through that door. Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. It's like, what they need is like a Kurt Rambis, Meta. They need a Meta. He was known as Ron Artest at the time in 2010 when they won that title. But they need somebody that's just gritty and is going to get the job done. I think you were saying like Denver just, there's just not enough grit on the Lakers. I don't know if he's called them, the operation soft or whatever, but there's something missing, right? There's definitely something missing, and they can resolve it. But before we finish with who's really the number 10 there, or who's else in that top 10 sidebar, if you're LeBron, are you staying, or are you trying to leverage yourself into a better situation to win? You want your ring legacy, or you want your financial legacy?
So, first of all, what's his contract situation? Do you know?
He's a free agent. He has player option.
Okay. I don't think he's moving again. I think he's happy in SoCal. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
His wife and kids are happy that, if I'm not mistaken, his youngest is still in high school.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a junior or a sophomore next year in high school. Okay. And he's probably like a full foot taller than me. He's got a better frame.
He wants to move away from that. I think.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So he's there. Real quick.
Yeah.
Before we continue this conversation, just because the first game has started, have you seen the score?
No.
Okay, good. Keep it that way for a second. We got Game 5, Philly at New York. Philly facing elimination. Who are you picking in this game?
Oh, I already bet on New York for the series, and I bet New York for a couple bucks tonight, so I'm taking New York.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree. So no dollar bet there. But quick update, it is Philly early 10-2.
That's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
Embiid did start the game.
Oh, yeah. I knew. I mean, you figured, like, if he got the migraine under control, he was going to play.
Yeah, you can play with a migraine.
Yeah.
What's a migraine?
What's a migraine? It's a devastating headache.
It's like a paper cut.
Yeah. Have you had one before?
I don't know.
I haven't had one. We're like, yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing, you coward.
All right, so if we're still trying to resolve this, so hold on. Let me just... this is the top 10 in scoring from the regular season this year.
Okay.
Not that scoring is the end-all, be-all of this conversation.
No, but it's helpful.
Here's the top 10. Luka, which we already have. Giannis, which we already have. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we already have. Brunson, we put Brunson in, didn't we?
Yeah, Brunson for sure.
Okay, those 4. Durant at 5, who we said no to.
Mm-hmm.
His teammate Booker, actually, those 2 are dead even. Tied. And neither of them are in, right?
I wouldn't put Booker in right now. He's really good, though.
All right, then we got Tatum, who
Okay.
I'm putting in, but you're holding out that spot.
Yeah.
Number 8 is De'Aaron Fox up
No.
in Sacktown.
No,
That's
he's
enough
really
for
good,
me.
though. He's really good.
Then we got Curry, who we already put in, and Jokic, who we put in.
Yeah.
Who
else is up there?
So then it goes Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Edwards, LeBron, Kyrie, Anthony Davis, Dame, DeRozan, Kawhi, Jaylen Brown, Zion.
The names
I
that
have an argument, but
I think
none of them
yeah,
are emphatic. Absolutely,
I would
yes.
say of those names, go. What are the first 3 again? I was something. My brain is like
after the top
failure. 10? Yeah, yeah.
Maxey, Edwards, and LeBron.
Okay, I would say Maxey and DeRozan are in my small group of like guys that I would consider in there.
Yeah, but you wouldn't consider DeRozan if he wasn't wearing a Bulls uniform. So I'm gonna.
Well, I've seen him play I've seen him play enough and live, and some of these other guys. It's like our message to you, NBA, is improve your regular season product immensely, so that we can learn these names, that we can learn these first names. I don't know, Tatum. I think it's a top 9. I don't know. You put Jimmy Butler in there.
Okay, so we agree on 9. You're going with Butler, and I'm going with Tatum.
Yes.
All right. I can live with that. We agreed a lot more than I thought we would.
Right. I mean, there's guys that are like they're knocking on the door, and it's clear that Wemby gets it next year, probably. Yep. And maybe LeBron falls out of that at some point, or Curry, but those other guys seem pretty set unless Embiid's hurt again, you know.
Yeah.
I was surprised you didn't say Lillard.
Should we go to the bets? Should we wrap this show up?
Yeah, Pacers. I got the Pacers tonight.
Let's just go chronologically. So we agreed that New York is wrapping it up tonight, right?
Yes.
All right, then we got Orlando at Cleveland, tied at 2.
Abstain.
Do you think the home teams continue to hold court there?
I don't know, because full disclosure, I bet less, $10 or less on the Magic for the series. The Magics, I bet on the Magics. So it's like, that's a tough call. Are you leaning Cleveland on that?
I mean, I agree that Orlando was taking the series, so that means at some point they are going to have to win a roadie. Is it tonight or is it Game 7?
I think it's Game 7. They win the roadie, honestly.
Yeah, I don't feel strongly enough to bet it, unless we just want to entertain our fans.
No, are you gonna Trevor? Are you gonna or Travis? We got Travis and Trevor. Are you going to take the Milwaukee?
I will tonight.
Yeah.
I'll take the Milwaukee.
I will take the Indiana.
Indiana.
I'll take the Indianapolis Pacers.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark in the building. Oh wait, no, it's not at Indy.
5.
Yeah.
Indy versus Milwaukee. You're saying Indy.
Yeah.
I'm saying Milwaukee. All right, so we got $1 bet in the chamber.
Perfect.
Those are the 3 games tonight, and then we got 2 more tomorrow. We got Miami at Boston. Boston's wrapping that up, right? At home.
Yeah, especially with Hawkeye out. I think that's just another piece that they don't have. He can do things. Some of the things that Butler can do. If you look at that series, it's like, is Boston impressive right now? No, but they also like the game that Miami won. They shot like 20 to 25% more better. God damn it. More better. They shot 25% or so more better from 3-point range than Boston did, I believe.
Listeners, Andy is a English as a second language student.
Yes, I mean English as a fourth language student apparently. It was like, I mean the subtitles on this are gonna sound like Jamal Charles at the draft. Like apparently he had some issues with the speech, and it's like people were getting on his case and like, oh, CTE. I'm like, apparently the guy had a speech issue, and they knew that, and they just wanted him to. It's like promoting diversity, neurodiversity or whatever. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, because the NFL's had neurodiversity for quite a while. I mean, look at O.J. Simpson, right? He probably had some major brain malfunctions in addition to being a monster. So, who knows? But yeah, that's a good place to wrap it up at. Yeah, O.J. Simpson, great.
Yeah. I'm gonna not let us go out on such a grim note, because there's one more game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Interesting series to this point.
It is definitely an interesting series.
At the Clippers, tied at 2. Kawhi Leonard has already been ruled out of this game. Yeah, and
I remember you were we chatted briefly about that series.
I did initially make a bet, and then I withdrew it once the Kawhi injury news started coming out prior to game 1.
It's you pulled out, is what
I
you did.
Pulled out. Yeah, I did. I pull out sometimes. But what's interesting is the 2 games in this series that the Clippers have won have been the 2 games that Kawhi has not played.
Correct.
So
I got Dallas in 6. So 5. I got Dallas in 6 there.
So you got Dallas in game 5.
I will take Dallas.
I will do one for the fans, and I will take the Clippers.
Woohoo!
I'm putting it in the book.
Yes. We're currently at 5. Z is +1 over O.
Dallas versus Black. And you're going Dallas. I'm
going
Black. Okay.
Lack.
Right, so
the lack.
A couple bets for our next episode.
Yeah. For our next episode, remind me to when my feelings about the Bears draft and your direct experiences really sink in after you get cured from your whatever you got going on with your disease, your draft disease.
My draft, what was it?
DDT. DTD.
Draft transmitted disease, thank you. Yes, let's remember to start the show with some draft coverage next time.
Yeah, so where's the draft next year? Like Saskatchewan or something? Or like...
No, I think the NFL is trying to do more international stuff.
I think Green Bay, right? I think it's supposed to be Green Bay.
NFL draft, is it? No, what year is the next one? 25?
25, yeah.
What year are we in?
What is 24, man? His name is Jamal Murray. Caleb Williams.
The next draft is in... Oh, come on. Internet is failing me right now. I gotta type in location.
See, we need better internet, and we need a fan. We need a big-ass fan.
Oh, it is in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's Green Bay.
Oh.
Yeah.
What have they done to deserve it?
Right? Only
it's
drafted
not exactly
really
a town that is meant for hosting big events.
Their population is going to double. Whereas Detroit's population of people that meant to be in Detroit doubled. Yeah, Detroit had 250,000 people there or something like that.
The first night there was 275,000 people there. Over the whole weekend it was like 750.
Okay, that is the most people that have intentionally been in Detroit since the 68 riots.
Yeah. That's
literally
actually about what the population of Detroit is.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, it was hyped. Like, it was awesome. Like, minus riding your bike to get sick at the draft and the Lions having a late pick, so you had to wait around a bit. But, like, it's cool, man. It's cool, man.
Well, enjoy it, Green Bay, because it was definitely a special thing to be a part of and have that just down the road here in my Detroit city.
Oh, I hope everyone has a miserable time if they're Green Bay fans and they draft poorly. I hope they draft the worst player in the history of the NFL. You suck, Green Bay. Bye.